Don't ever doubt yourself. A little bit more than a year and a half ago, I was so overweight that I had to use a walker. I could barely walk a few houses, to now I get to go places like this. Never give up on yourself. Even if you keep falling down, just keep standing back up.
Hi everybody. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Amanda. I am doing the carnivore diet for weight loss, autoimmune, all sorts of different reasons. I've had amazing success so far. I've reversed my type 2 diabetes. I've lost a little more than 110 pounds, and I still have a little bit of ways to go. I haven't done a weekly update video in a while, and I'm actually going to start doing that every week starting today. It'll include things like what I ate, what kind of exercise and activities that I did, any hurdles that I overcame, as well as a new section, which is tiny tips, things that help me overcome the hurdles, as well as other things that have benefited me on my journey that I want to share with you. And the last thing is obviously my weight update. Let's go ahead and jump right in. What I ate this week. Surprise, surprise. I had 2 cups of coffee with 1 tablespoon of heavy cream in my coffee every single morning. I use 3 drops of Lugel's 2% iodine as well as vanilla extract in my coffee. Why do I use iodine, you ask? Because every cell in our body needs it. Our thyroid is the most known reason, which controls our metabolism as well as other things. I don't get a lot of seafood and I don't use iodized salt, so the only way I'm getting it is by supplementing it into my diet. I eat twice a day. What I have for breakfast every single morning, it's the same thing. 2 eggs, 2 pieces of bacon, and then my pills. My multivitamin, my hydroxychloroquine for the autoimmune, my happy pill, and then 2 vitamin D. It's breakfast time. Bacon and eggs. Have you noticed a trend yet for my breakfasts? It satiates me through the entire day until dinner comes. I normally don't do any kind of snack or anything like that because I'm so full. So the big change for what I eat is my dinner time meals. Dinner for Wednesday night. Look how delicious this looks. Those are beef short ribs. They are phenomenal. Dinner tonight is a chuck steak. So it's part of like the chuck roast, but it's cut into a steak form. Taste? Delicious. Chewiness to the maximum. Like, taste-wise, I'd say it's almost as good as a ribeye. It is chewy though. And Scott cooked it like it's still pink, you see? Real chewy. Dinner tonight is going to be half of this ribeye. It looks phenomenal. Now let's talk about the things I drink. I drink a lot of just plain ice water. I'm not a warm water kind of girl, so I drink a lot of ice water. I drink probably 4 to 5 big cups of it a day. I drink things like coconut sparkling water. This has no sugar or no artificial sugars in it. All sorts of different flavors. This is the LaCroix brand. Something else I really like doing and drinking are some Zevias. This has stevia in it. If you don't want to use any stevia in your diet, skip it. But I really like these because they give a little extra something when I feel like I need it without having any actual sugar. The next, you already know, coffee, but I also drink coffee and tea. I don't drink tea too much anymore. My coffee is just 2 cups in the morning and that's about it. The last thing that I drink is LMNT an electrolyte mix. It has sodium, magnesium, and potassium in it. I drink this because I move around a lot, I sweat a lot, doing low carb to no carb diet. We don't retain water like if we're eating a very carby kind of diet. It helps with headaches, cramps, fatigues, muscle aches. All of those are from low sodium, magnesium, or potassium, and it really helps benefit from that. I also use it as a bridge drink. What is a bridge drink, Amanda? A bridge drink is something that I drink a little bit all day long to keep kind of something in my stomach. For those of us that have experienced binge eating, it is hard to know when our off switch is, so sometimes the hunger is here, not in our stomach, and the drink, by keeping something in there, it helps me literally just eat less because I still have, the Bank of Amanda to go through. If you want to try any of their flavors, they have flavors with stevia and then they have the unflavored. LMNT offers an 8-pack sample pack free with any purchase. You get the raw and you get some of the really delicious flavored stevia ones in there. My favorite, the raspberry and watermelon. You just need to go to drinklmnt.com/carnivorous me. That's DRINKLMNT.com/carnivorous me. The activities that I did this week. I want to stress real quick though, I don't do these activities to lose weight faster. I do them because they, one, are good for my mental health, and two, I really enjoy them, but moving around does overall benefit our bodies. My first activity we did was hiking. We went to Samish Crest Park. It's beautiful, and we just discovered it recently. Take a look.
Don't ever doubt yourself. A little bit more than a year and a half ago, I was so overweight that I had to use a walker. I could barely walk a few houses, to now I get to go places like this. Never give up on yourself. Even if you keep falling down, just keep standing back up.
Because it was rainy, we didn't do any more hikes this week, but we did a lot of dog walks, a lot. Right now, my bare minimum is 2 miles walking the dogs every single day. And then I worked out every day.
Stay right here, chilling with my friends for another year. I would walk away from the spotlight for the good life. Come on, turn your hate into poetry, pain into power, enemies to friends, and your minutes into hours. I would walk away from the spotlight for the good life, for the good life. Send my best friend an apologetic text, he says to come over. Well, the whole damn town has been waiting for the day when you would come back here. There was dancing and talking and steaks on the grill, and I think that I will be alright.
Every day. Scotty hurt his back, and so he hasn't been working out, but I have been very diligent in working out. I haven't had too many hurdles this week, but one I did have is we did not lay our food out soon enough on Monday. And so it was still frozen come dinner time. Instead of my normal, let's just eat something bad, what I did was we had Buffalo Wild Wings. For those of you that have never had it, it is phenomenal. The caveat though is you need to get the wings that are naked. It has no sauce, no dry rubs, no nothing. All of, including their dry rubs, have seed oils. Buffalo Wild Wings actually cooks their chicken in beef tallow, so no indigestion, no issues. I make my own buffalo sauce and then just dip it in that. If you want the recipe, it's under the recipe section on my channel. It is phenomenal. Love it. And that's what we did. It's a hurdle when I don't plan ahead, or Scott doesn't plan ahead, or things kind of go awry from what we expect. My old habits start to want to kick in, which is let's just get something. But this is the tip. When you feel like that, have something in your pocket. Have something as backup. And mine is Buffalo Wild Wings, naked chicken wings. Have something that you can reach for when life goes astray. That way you're not floundering and stressing like, what should I eat? You're tired, you're hungry, you're mentally exhausted. And that's when our old habits want to kick in and say, let's just order pizza. But we don't want to do that. So the tip is make sure you have some backup plan. And again, mine's Buffalo Wild Wings. Maybe you have a delicious steak place near you that you can do. Pick something and just keep it in the back of your mind. I got 2 more tiny tips for you for this week. The first one is, how do we go from loathing ourselves to loving ourselves? The answer is 1 word at a time. It's not really much of an answer though, is it? It's just like, how do you eat a mammoth? 1 bite at a time. That's how we go from loathing and being angry at ourselves to loving ourselves, by 1 kind word at a time. I do coaching with Tiny Habits. The book is called Tiny Habits by BJ Fogg. The whole point of it is to teach us to get everything down, boiled down to the simplest form. These little tiny habits, make them so simple that it is impossible to not do them and no reason not to do them. And then we celebrate after doing each habit. That celebration is vital. Why? Because it makes us feel proud that we did what we said we were going to do. It can be as simple as, after I step in the house, I hang my keys on the hook. Good job, Amanda. You don't have to say anything, you don't have to do anything, but I can feel proud. That is a habit I've wanted to develop. Or after I eat, after I put my plate in the sink, I will put my shoes on and walk 5 houses. I do that and it's like, amazing job, Amanda. You did something that's heading towards your aspirations, your goals of being healthier. It is through these celebrations that we build ourselves up. The book says, and I love this quote, we change best by feeling good about ourselves, not bad. So help yourself feel good about yourself by making things small, tiny little habits to help you succeed and win in life. My second tiny tip is try to move around during the day just a bit more. We got, Scott hates them, small 11-ounce coffee cups. They are smaller than the gigantic ones that he normally uses. This makes me and him get up to go get more coffee more frequently, i.e. I move more. You can do things like if you work at home, get a desk that you can do the sit to stand desk. I found it has helped immensely standing up a few times through the period of time that I'm sitting at the desk. It's helped my back, it's helped my butt, because, you know, it's still sore from all that bike riding that I did. It is making dramatic changes. And this is also how we improve our endurance. Last but not least, my weight and where it's at. 3 days after Ryu passed away, I was 267, okay? Today, I am 251.3, and that has been literally in 2 weeks, I dropped all of that weight. Now, this is the starting base of where I'm at, and I will update you guys every single week on how it's going. For those of you that aren't aware of this, I recently, since Ryu passed away, have started measuring my energy intake of what I'm eating. If you're curious, you can listen to the video here about what I'm talking about. It has made a world of difference for me. I also have cut back a little bit on my fat intake, and I don't add things like butter or anything like that to my food anymore. And it's created amazing progress so far. Thank you for taking the time to listen. I hope you got some valuable tips and information out of this video, and at least some motivation that you too can have progress. It may not be the same as mine, but any step forward is progress. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I shall see you guys in the next video. Timey, I do some timey. My weight update. And a dog earthquake. Head. Pet its head. It says pet me. Pet me. Okay. Is I started to measure my energy. I started to measure, what's the earthquake? The Richter
scale?
Starting to measure the Richter scale of dog earthquakes.
Sorry. I heard that.
I measure my weight in the Richter scale, so like every time I step, you're like, I get measured on the Richter scale. Is that what you're saying, Scott?
Come across with the dog earthquake. I don't know.
All right, stop it.